I was watching something about a coin mining company in Russia the other day.
Soyuz nas Roshini Sputnik Soyuz.
You shouldn't sing that in the United States. Hello and welcome to this week's episode of the DT's Week in Review. I'm Michael Cantu, opinions editor for the Daily Toreador.
I'm Jericho Rose's opinions columnist for the Daily Toreador.
How's your week been, Jericho?
Well, this chair's squeaking, so good up until right now.
We forgot to bring some WD-40 to fix these chairs.
Some lubricant.
Yes, and if you didn't know, these chairs were actually the original chairs that came with Texas Tech University. It was a cornerstone, and then these 8 chairs that
These
came
8?
with. Yeah.
Oh, these are the 8 chairs. The famed 8 chairs.
Yeah, Lyndon B. Johnson sat in that one. Governor Mike Connolly sat in the one you're sitting in now.
What about W?
Oh, we're not that good.
Oh, W hasn't come to here yet?
No. Speaking of W, though, you know he's
W.
coming to speak at it's an arts and sciences benefit.
Wasn't Miss Laura Bush this year?
She did a few
Yeah,
weeks
I
ago.
didn't even know she was on
Yes,
her.
she has a really good habit of letting us know that she'll be in Lubbock the day of.
Same.
So nobody ever gets to catch her. But W is going to be speaking in Dallas for Texas Tech Arts and Sciences something in April, I believe. So
Fancy.
I mean, we're not going to go.
W.
Probably not going to cover it.
W.
On that same note, though, it cannot go without saying anything related to George W. Bush that yes, 9/11 was a conspiracy that was staged by George W. Bush. What do you think about that?
100%. Jet fuel can't melt steel memes. I mean beams.
You're not wrong, though. Buildings don't fall.
Well, technically, if you have the steel annealed and it reaches a eutectic temperature.
No, shut up, stupid. Shut up. That doesn't make any sense. That's not real science. It's fake science.
Totally.
My goodness.
Was not liquefied. It's impossible. Impossible.
Are you part of any
Burns.
fraternities?
I'm part of the Pi Tau Sigma Mechanical Engineering Honor Society.
Oh,
Honor Society.
You are, aren't you?
Not a fraternity, though. We're not a fraternity. We just got Greek letters because all of us were not in a fraternity.
You seem to be.
We were rejected, so we just needed to feel a part of a fraternity
Well, that's good.
and maintain fraternity.
Do you feel as though you're a part of something?
I'm a part of something, I can tell you that. Kind of like the appendix.
But you
perhaps
can go.
the hand,
you can go anytime
the left
you want.
hand, left pinky, maybe.
I don't know what's going on around this country, but there seems to be a lot of suspended fraternities around the United States. Some of them highly warranted, i.e., what is it, North Texas?
Yep.
Texas State?
Texas State.
Texas State. After a young Matthew Ellis died there, that would warrant a suspension of fraternities. But in Ohio State University, there seems to just be conduct violations, and people are kind of getting tired of having fraternities around. Which I'm not of the mindset that all of them are just like a bunch of party people who like to do dumb stuff. Yeah, that's a good population of it, but I don't think it's everybody. I'm by no means defending them because I'm not part of that business.
I got really confused the other day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I was at my risk management training.
Yeah.
And they were discussing different types of risk.
And ways to manage them.
And ways to manage them. And talking about developing your risk management policy.
Yeah.
And they were, she seemed pretty fired up about, like, something, and I was like, oh, well, I don't know what she's all upset about, like, I didn't do anything, and I guess I read later that day this had happened.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. Well, huh?
I mean, I guess it's a.
Like,
Is it that big of a safety issue though? I mean, what is going on that you have to stop it? It says that at Ohio State, 11 of the 37 IFC chapters are either under investigation or have been investigated this semester. What qualifies, though,
investigation.
an investigate? What
Warrants.
warrants something like that? I'm confused. Seems as though the Lantern in Ohio State's confused. UNT's pretty cut and dry. What was it? Florida State's pretty cut and dry. The school in Pennsylvania where the kid fell down the stairs, that's pretty cut and dry. I mean, but I think that also may open the door to just some. Well, we're trying to cover our rear end, so
That's all it is. I mean,
sure.
I don't think there's any sort of what's the word? I don't know. I think they're just trying to prevent backlash.
I guess
so.
so.
I don't know.
I don't know. That might, in my opinion, create more
Watch
backlash.
the university's image. That sort of stuff.
Well, because Jericho, from any university, from there, it's possible.
No, not from there.
No, not from there.
No, not from there.
Not from there.
Only from here.
From here?
Only from here. You heard it here first. Only from here.
From here? It's
possible.
Speaking of, guess whose birthday was this week?
Oh, I couldn't begin to guess.
It was our very own president, Dr. Lawrence P. Skubinek. I really don't know what his middle name is. Dr. Lawrence Skubinek. He had his birthday on. Somebody tweeted it out the other day, and oh my goodness, it was fantastic. Let me see if I can find it right quick. Yeah, good old Dr. Lawrence. What a precious young man he is. It gave no insinuations as to what his age might actually be, but Dr. Skubinek did have a birthday the other day. On Tuesday.
Lawrence.
On Tuesday it was. So happy birthday, Dr. Lawrence. We're proud of you. Don't forget, from here it's possible. I doubt he listens, but just in case. Just in case he thinks he might tune in.
He
Anyway.
tweets like once every 5 weeks.
Somebody told me that they take a class with this PR guy, and at the beginning he wasn't very much for Twitter. He just got one just for obviously PR purposes. But now he's taken a liking to it. He's been scrolling through the tweet box.
Wait, who? Lawrence?
Lawrence, yeah.
Oh,
Lawrence is a tweeter.
he's a tweeter now. He's
Aren't
like,
we
oh
all,
boy,
though?
look at this! I can see words from other people.
Oh my goodness. This
It's
blog
amazing.
site's talking all about mathematics and Texas Tech. They know from here it's possible.
Look at all this not math.
Hey Patty, have you heard about these memes? The kids are all for them. Maybe there's some about Texas Tech University. I hear Cards Against Humanity is trying to fight the president.
Same. Yep. Cards Against Humanity purchased a large swath of land on the U.S.-Mexico border, and they're not going to let the government build on it.
Well, they do know that's Mexico's land. This is all still Mexico's land.
Viva la revolución.
Thank you.
The people will rise again.
Amen.
Amen. Yeah. Yeah. What was I getting at? Oh, yeah. They purchased a large, several acres worth of land along the border, and they're asking their patrons to support them in increments of $15. You can go. I guess, I don't know, purchase your little mini square foot of land or
What
something.
is this,
I don't know.
Wikipedia?
I don't know.
That's dumb.
I think they're still like the
I
sole.
saw one of my Facebook friends posted that on the Facebook, and the first comment at the bottom was eminent domain. And I was like, well, it's nice that the government's working against us, not for us.
America.
Thanks for ruining my day.
Oh boy. Eminent domain. Yeah, that is a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Also, just like, kicking your neighbor in the nuts and taking his like coffee is also a thing. You can do that. But do you want to do that? Give me your coffee. What? Kick. Ow, that hurt.
My no-no area feels funny now.
And the coffee's all over the goddamn driveway. You're just like, oh, well, I really solved this one. Now I can't have the coffee, and you can't either. And, yeah. What do you... What's this?
Donald came back from
I haven't seen this.
from the El China.
Is that so?
Yeah, and I don't know what is wrong with the man. There's times to make fun, not to make fun of the president and mother. And I think this week there is a lot to make fun of because he goes to this press conference for some reason and does the most heinous acts just in order to take a small swig of water.
I haven't seen this.
Yeah, and I'm trying to load the video, but there's a Virginia College ad, and let me just tell you, folks, don't take the bait. Honestly, though, that might be a lot cheaper than
$8 billion, 17,000 jobs. Thank you. Oh, they don't have water. That's okay. What? No, it's okay. Oh. Japanese manufacturers, Toyota and Mazda, announced that they will be open.
Who drinks water like that?
a lot of build up just for that weird. Why is he so dramatic with it? I mean, I can be extra sometimes, but Jesus Christ. Come on, Donald. You're the president, for Christ's sake.
Everyone knows that we're maybe just a little better than Japan. Or what did he say the other day? He said something the other day.
Here, fish, eat this.
No, he was like, y'all have a magnificent economy. Mine is better. Oh, geez. What was it?
What was it?
You didn't hear that one?
I don't think I remember.
You didn't?
Yeah. I watch a lot of things with the sound off.
Economy, America better.
Anyways, I don't know. He just...
Your economy isn't as good as ours.
People are thriving. Your cities are vibrant. And you've built one of the world's most powerful economies. I don't know if it's as good as ours. I think not. Okay?
If there's one thing to be said about the man, why can't you just stick to the script? Just stick to the script, just because it's very obvious, and all his speeches or whatever he does that he's reading off something, and he's just reading, and
and then he's like, oh, that's a good one to say something about.
Like, every time his little PR team or his speechwriter's watching him, like, they're just watching him read the script, and whenever he, like, tilts his head up, they all just, like, simultaneously poo their pants. Just like, oh
no.
Oh, shucks. He did it again.
Oh, boy.
Even though it's not as good as... What did he say at the end there? It's not as good as ours. He looks over and said, what? Said something to somebody.
I think not.
As ours, I think not. Okay?
Okay? You get it?
He's looking over at his little PR team.
Was that good? Okay?
Okay. Was that funny?
Even though... You get it? Okay.
Had to piss off an entire nation.
101.
10 seconds from Donald Trump. Lord. This man, I don't know. Just, goodness.
That's just how the Donald do. We
America's
have...
greatest president.
Hey, he's no Lyndon B. Johnson.
Nolan B. Johnson. What? No Lyndon B. Johnson. Huh?
There is a slightly new trend that's come about. Lubbock Tech, what in the world? that's come about Lubbock, Texas. Underground wrestling,
Same.
also known as, it's specifically in Lubbock, it's called Squared Circle Pro Wrestling.
I'm actually in, it's not in Squared. I'm actually in Pentagon. Pentagon Circle Pro Wrestling. It's just like 1 degree higher.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
You,
We get one more side.
Are you ever allowed to bring out a bag of tacks, put it all over the ground, and body slam someone into it?
Sometimes, but they can't be like baby tacks. They have to be like big boy tacks, like the ones that they use in like the.
I mean, if there's one thing to be said about wrestling, though, I mean, I think in general, like the real wrestling, what you see on the television, it's too far gone.
television.
It's too far gone. Like, it's not what it used to be anymore.
Is that so?
Yeah. I've never been to one of these matches, but honestly, I mean,
I don't know.
you can only see the pictures. There's a whole article on it in the DT on the website or in the paper if you feel.
I
like
have been
reading.
wanting to get into cage fighting.
Why is that?
I don't know, just to like punch people mainly.
Are
Get
you-
punched.
Are you big into the fighting world? Are you one of those people who likes to watch the boxing and UFCs and things like that?
No, I just enjoy pain, so that's why I'm an engineering student. That's also why I want to. Maybe I can funnel some of that negative energy into something potentially more negative.
I enjoy emotional pain.
Giving
that's,
someone.
that's why I'm still Catholic.
Oh man. We need to get you a soundboard. We need to get you like a little chorus and just be one of them. Exactly.
They don't make wrestling like they used to back then a days, though. I mean, whenever I was a kid, you still had people like Stone Cold, The Rock, before he started doing movies.
I'm not a huge fan of The Rock.
Who is?
The Rock.
Who else was doing
Just-
things
I
back
don't
then?
know. He's just. He's
That was
cringy.
back whenever Kane and The Undertaker had that cool storyline.
I remember he used to roll his eyes back and I'd be like, "Wow, that looks like it hurts." How does he see?
Who else?
I
was
can only
cool
roll my
back
eyes
then?
back 3/4 of the way. He's rolling them all the way back.
You don't have Jerry Ross anymore. I love that. Man, that killed him. That's me going to class every day.
Same.
That killed him.
Oh boy.
Who else was doing some wrestling back then?
Oh, the brown one. Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio.
TBT. And there was
He
also
killed
the
someone
other
in Mexico.
brown- He did.
Damn. What do you do when
Might you
you're-
even say,
Oh god. Dear.
too
Dear
soon.
God.
Too soon.
I mean, yeah, it kind of is a little too soon. Like, they just buried the guy, dude, like a
Yeah.
month ago. It was not a month ago.
Not a month ago.
It was like a solid year ago. But like, still,
Yeah.
I remember reading that. I was like, Rey Mysterio.
You know what you get into when you do
Killed
things
someone?
like that. Like walking.
Like killing people?
Yeah.
You know, you're just, I don't know, I just got really into it. That's what the fraternity said.
Oh, boy.
Just got really into it.
Oh.
Come on. Come on, man.
Sorry.
Come on.
Sorry.
Yeah, one more.
Oh, boy.
Oh, goodness.
Sorry. I'm struggling today. I thought I had it set up already, but I
Oh,
didn't.
boy.
Well, I'm struggling today, man. Let me tell you. I didn't want to wake up. I've been not wanting to wake up all week.
I haven't been wanting to wake up since freshman year.
Oh, goodness.
Oh boy. Let
We
me tell you.
have 2 games in the regular season left.
Oh, no.
2 games in the regular season left.
Son of a bitch!
That's every week. Every gosh darn week. We play Texas Christian University. Horned Frogs, Saturday. Oh.
Expletive U.
Oh,
TCU.
goodness.
I have to work. I'm missing the game.
You can't go?
No,
Can't go.
I was planning on getting a frozen water bottle. So we go to the very end. Broski, it's like 108 degrees in Lubbock. How are you getting hit by frozen water bottles? I can't even get water in the freaking stadium, and you're getting hit by frozen water? You ask me, that's like a blessing.
That's fantastic.
What a drama queen. I got hit by a water bottle. Liar.
What's the backstory to this, Jericho?
Well, the last time they were in Lubbock, if you can remember, the Texas Tech Horned Frogs.
Texas Christian Horned Frogs.
Why did I say Tech? I don't know.
No, yeah.
Continue. Texas Christian University Horned Frogs.
Yep.
The last time they were in good old Lubbock, they won off of that that tipped pass. Remember that?
Yes.
Remember the tipped pass?
Yes.
And the entire stadium was very upset. Mm-hmm. So much so that they began to throw objects onto the field. This wasn't like 1 or 2 people. This was like the entire student section just throwing whatever they had.
Was this game about later in the day?
Yeah,
so,
it ended later in the day.
So people were very well lubricated by the time this happened.
By the time that happened.
No control of their functions.
Nope. And what's his face? What's his actual name? I'm just saying.
It's not Mayfield.
Gary Patterson. Gary's just like, wah, wah, I got hit with the frozen water bottle. Liar. I mean, he did probably get hit with a water bottle or 2, though.
Frozen, though.
Frozen.
I think not.
No, probably not. He's just a little drama queen.
I think,
We'll see if anyone goes to the game.
that too.
I'm not.
Oh, well, we
going.
talked about Kansas, right? Or Kansas.
We needed Baylor. If we lost to Baylor, that would have been the end of Tech football. For the next
Even
year.
that win though was still a shallow victory because it was just a very bad way of winning. And it was a very not well played game. And oh Christ, Cliff. He thought he was king of the world Saturday night. I mean, we made some mistakes, but we still executed. Shut up. I mean, it was the amount of fumbles, interceptions, just goofiness in the game. It was a goofy game. It was the big old wet noodle fight.
So it was a wet noodle fight, like you said it was gonna be.
Absolutely.
It wasn't 7-0 though, like
No.
I thought it was gonna be. They scored a little bit.
The going band still won that game, but
Yeah, they did. Did you see David? David
Olson Gay, part of the
our
Texas Tech going band.
Our former Levita, I was gonna say content editor. He was just editor.
Yeah.
And he's dead now.
Speaking of David Gay, me and him went out to a Vietnamese restaurant the other day. I had pho for the first time in my life.
Pho.
That was really good.
You had some pho.
Yeah.
Pho.
We got all pho'd up.
I see.
Man.
Oh, Lord.
I'm sure they have not heard that joke before.
No, I'm sure they haven't. Fancy.
What are you thinking this TCU game's going to end like?
Well, what's TCU right now? Are they like 4th in the nation?
Something like that.
Somewhere between we beat them and we skyrocket to like, the 2nd spot in like, the nation, which is pretty low probably. Hold up. I need to know the FBS rankings. It always upsets me whenever I see these. I'm just like, them? Really? Them? Wow. Miami is 2nd. Miami.
Fire again? No, that was something.
I don't know.
That was Florida.
Terrible logo. Where is TCU? Huh. They're 11th.
It's not bad.
Oklahoma State's above them.
Okay. That's not surprising.
They didn't lose, though, did they?
I believe they did. I actually don't know.
I don't think they did. That's odd. That's really odd.
I'm guessing this will end about 42-14.
I can see that.
TCU gets it.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Then Cliff will play his last game in Austin. Maybe that'll learn us.
Oklahoma. Oklahoma's the one that knocked TCU down a notch.
Man, that must have been a freaking bloodbath.
It was.
I don't think I watched any of it.
Because OU's good.
No,
and,
I watched
and
part of
TCU is overrated.
I watched part of the OU against OSU game, though.
You reckon if we were a private school, we'd be ranked top 5?
I reckon if we were a private school, I would pay a lot more than I do now to come to school.
Yeah, probably so. Yeah. Notre Dame, number 9.
Are they good at still?
Notre Dame.
Or are they just still, like, living off the legacy of Rudy?
I don't know, but they have those fancy gold helmets, and those are pretty cool. Pretty snazzy.
They do.
I remember watching some like documentary about the helmets. It's actual gold.
That's a bit much, don't you reckon?
Well, tuition's pretty high, I'd imagine. My 6th grade teacher was a Teach for America teacher from Notre Dame.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Miss Allison Smith.
It's pretty white.
Hi, Miss Smith.
Very white
Thanks
name,
for
Miss
watching
Smith.
this. I think she's married. It's like Tremblay now or something.
Tremblay.
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 That's nice. I like that, Miss Tremblay.
Fancy.
Well, so Thanksgiving's coming up. What are you thankful for?
The rails there. What's that? What am I thankful for?
What are you thankful for?
I'm thankful for Cards Against Humanity. Texas State's president. Risk management training.
Mm-hmm.
I learned about the 5 different types of risk.
What are they?
It's physical.
Okay.
You got your reputational.
Uh-huh.
Then you got the weird ones.
Mm-hmm.
You would think those would be the only 2.
No.
No, there's 5.
There's 5.
You got facility risks.
Yeah.
You got financial risk.
Yeah.
And then you got your emotional risk. Yeah.
Financial risk. I need to take that class.
Yeah.
I made some poor decisions this week.
The person presenting to us made a note to say, like, in these times and whatever, in this day and age, you got to be conscientious of your emotional risks.
Oh, goodness.
Everyone's a bunch of little softy. Expletive. Yeah.
This country's gone too soft.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Well, I'm thankful for water bottles.
Gary Patterson.
Gary Patterson.
His head, mainly. Just
Particularly,
particularly like the left side, as I think that's the side that walks alongside the student
as
section on the
also,
way out.
I'm thankful for Kent Hans.
Okay.
Not R.I.P. Thank you. And Lawrence Skuvenek.
Lawrence.
Happy birthday this week,
About,
Dr. Skuvenek.
At
At Texas Tech University. All right. Well, I guess that's it. That's all.
Oh, wait, we didn't talk about the Hey Mike Leach.
I guess that's it. That's all.